Big Boar Barbecue and KQEG TV present the Seven Rivers Racing Christmas Special, brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16 West Salem and on 3rd Street in downtown La Crosse, and by Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists.
This will be our 5th year doing this event, and it's hard to believe what it's turned into. 5 years ago now, one of our teammates, crew guys, Tom Ludwigson, sat down with Dan Diker and just kind of said, you know, we want to do something to give back to the community. We're not sure how or what we can do, and just something cool for Christmas, you know, something that nobody else has done before. And 5 minutes later, they kind of came up with this thing that we do now, where we go out and shop. We get a family that is in need or needs a little extra help in the Christmas season, and so we get that family from the school district, and we get a Christmas list from them, and we went shopping for them that first year, and we actually drove our race car to their house, and that was pretty cool because the race car, you know, was meant for the summertime, and to come rolling up on these kids out in their front lawn, that was pretty amazing. So that was our first year. We did one family. The second year we did kind of the same deal, where we drove up to this child's house and we made sure he was outside waiting for us, but obviously he didn't have any clue, and that was pretty special. And then the third year we started to get our, you know, as more people saw it and heard about it, they wanted to get involved. A lot of our sponsors wanted to chip in, so we said, well, let's do 2 families. So I can't remember, I think we did 2 families the third year, and it went really well. And we did it at the racetrack that year, and it just so happened that it was a blizzard right before our event that day, and of course all the family showed up, and they didn't have much for winter clothing, hats and gloves and coats, and so they all froze to death, and they still were awesome, very appreciative and very excited and surprised, and that's what it was all about. And the setting was awesome with the snow on the ground and everything, but from that year on we kind of decided we needed to start doing it inside because of the weather. You can't predict it, and you know, these are families that need some help, and not everyone can afford the coats and the hats and everything to stay warm, so we figured we got to move this inside. The years gone on, more and more people have seen it and heard about it and wanted to contribute, so it's just getting bigger and bigger every year. Last year was our biggest year so far, and we had 4 families, and we raised quite a bit of money to go out and buy gifts, and it was our first year having it at Pischke Motors in La Crosse. All the families show up. We had a bus pick them all up from their houses and delivered them basically to Pischke, and they had no clue what was going on, and had a nice setting inside with our race car, and Santa was there, and we kind of had some chairs set up, so they all sat down wondering what the heck's gonna happen. You know, they didn't have a clue what they were there for, and we presented them all with a bunch of gifts, and my dad goes out and buys Christmas meals for each family, so along with all the gifts they get a nice Christmas meal, something we look forward to every year. And this year we said, well, you know, it just gets bigger every year. Let's try and do 6 families this year. You know, people come up to us all the time, you know, we want to help out and donate what we can, and everything's appreciated, and we're very thankful for all the people that want to help us out, because it's all about the kids and trying to help them have a good Christmas. I'm sure they won't forget for a long time anyways. I'd say the biggest one was from last year was the Mung family we had. Their dad had passed away, and just you can usually tell how bad things are by their Christmas lists and basic necessities that we all take for granted, like toilet paper and you know, cleaning supplies, things like that. It's you know, things we would never think of, you know, that's on their Christmas list. They didn't ask for toys and cool things to play with. They want basic necessities, and that's one thing that stood out to me, you know, pretty much across the board. All the families that we find are kind of like that, and but we make sure they put on their list what they want, what they need, you know, two different things. So we can buy them some necessities, and we can also, you know, we want them to have fun too. We want them to have some toys to play with, and even the parents. This year, one of the families is getting a couple rolls of carpet for 2 different rooms in their house, I believe, and new mattresses for the whole family. So although I'm sure receiving carpet doesn't really sound like a ton of fun to most people, this family needs it, and same thing with the beds. A Christmas present as a bed, you know. It doesn't really sound all that fun, but it's something that they really need, and it was on their list, so that's what they're gonna end up getting this year, along with, you know, the Christmas meal and some other things that we got for them. But just the little things that people need that we all take for granted, that you can tell how rough it is for them just by looking at their lists.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue.
Lacrosse has spoken again and again and again. Hi, this is Jerry Beyer at Big Boar Barbecue. For 3 years in a row, Lacrosse has voted Big Boar Barbecue as the best barbecue and the best caterer. If you haven't tried our delicious barbecued ribs, brisket, pulled pork, or smoked chicken, what are you waiting for? We even deliver right to your business. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem and 3rd Street downtown.
Whatever your perfect temperature, you'll enjoy consistent comfort with the heating and air conditioning systems homeowners rank #1. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists, providing Coulee region families with perfect indoor weather all year long. Call for your free estimate today, 608-782-0977.
We did this the first 2 years just us by ourselves, and paid for everything out of our own pockets. And you know, people were seeing this, our sponsors were seeing this, and a couple of them came to us and said, "Hey, we want to jump in and help you do this. You know, what can we do?" So the third year, we went to all of our sponsors and asked them if they wanted to help us with this, and every one of them jumped on board with us, and it just made it so much better. And that's how we can do more families, is by we got more funds, and then of course it is definitely a whole team effort. I mean, with our sponsors, with my family and friends that help us out here doing all the shopping. We couldn't do it without their help. So it is really, really a team effort to do this and pull it off. And it's exciting, it's fun, it's a bit stressful once in a while.
We had about 4 groups of shoppers, and each one of us took about 2 families, and we shopped for each child separately first, and then we shopped for the family after that. And we tried to get gifts. I know the kids need things, but we also wanted to get things that they wanted, toys, stuff, fun things. So we did a lot of that. So we kind of put a lot of thought in what we wanted to buy them so that they'd have a special Christmas. We had 6 families, and we shopped for 15 children, and then the parents. Walmart is just so special. They donated $400 for us to spend on these children and these families, and they opened up their store. They had special shoppers if we wanted them to help us. They also opened up a free lane just for our shopping, and made it just so easy for us.
I'd say the best wrapper is probably my sister Amy. Everything's perfectly crisp, you know, and then she's got to put the stuff around the outsides with the stringy stuff and the bows, and it takes about an hour to unwrap one of her presents, because you don't even want to unwrap it because it's so beautiful when she's done. But I don't know, the worst, I'd say the rest of us, because in my opinion, it doesn't have to look too fancy because it all just gets ripped off in the end anyways, so. But she's by far the most particular. And Dad, he usually never wraps anything because he's got 3 kids to wrap all the presents he needs wrapped, you know, so we all give each other a hard time when we can. So throughout the year, people kind of tell us what they're looking for or if they want to donate or not, so we kind of keep track of that, and once it gets, you know, a couple weeks after Oktoberfest, we usually get the ball rolling, and we contact all the people that had donated in the years past. Most of them have actually come to the event and they're just blown away and they want to donate. So it's more or less just to let them know we're doing it again, and they 9 times out of 10 they will they'll donate to us again. And yeah, we even have people in Walmart, you know, they see us there shopping, they know exactly what it's for, and they'll come up and they'll give us $20, you know, stuff like that. So it's we don't campaign per se. We're not out to ask people for money. It's more or less people that see us when what we do that want to help us, because it's not about us at all. It's about the kids, the families, and we're just happy to help out. And a lot of people.
Well, it means everything. I mean, we growing up, I've got 7 sisters and 2 brothers, and we were probably the poorest family in the whole valley. But you know, we always got at least one gift from our parents. I wouldn't change anything about growing up. It just we all just worked together and had our Christmases, and it just, I'll never forget any of them. So, you know, it's once again, it's more about giving than receiving, and yeah, family is huge. We both have huge families, and we actually had about 75 people here yesterday for our Christmas, and then on Christmas Eve, my side of the family comes too, and there's probably about 80 of them. So we it just Christmas and family and getting together, and all of the young children, it's what it's all about. It's about these young people, and we adults, we're in charge. We gotta make Christmas for some of these people, so that's what we're doing.
The principal at Summit, he said the first year we did it at Summit. We did one family, and he said that father and that boy still reminds him of that special time we did for him.
Everybody pulls together, and the funnest part is coming, which will be the 22nd here, and just seeing these families, meeting them, talking to them. That is what it's all about, is giving. There's just so much in giving rather than receiving. So especially when they are in such need, and we're just so happy we can help them.
Whatever your perfect temperature, you'll enjoy consistent comfort with the heating and air conditioning systems homeowners rank #1. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists, providing Coulee Region families with perfect indoor weather all year long. Call for your free estimate today, 608-782-0977.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue.
Big Boar Barbecue, voted 3 years in a row as the best barbecue and best caterer by the people of La Crosse. Hi, this is Jerry Beyer at Big Boar Barbecue. Our 3rd Street location downtown is within easy reach of off-street parking, so there's no excuse not to stop in and try our barbecued ribs, brisket, pulled pork, or smoked chicken. Need it delivered to your home or business? We can do that. Big Boar Barbecue. Now that's a mouthful.
Santa and I were pretty tight. Santa comes around quite a bit around our family anyways. He comes to a couple of our Christmas events, and I know him quite well, but last year was our first year he came to our event, and he was blown away as well, and he asked us all year, just keep me in mind, you know, make sure, and he does a great job, and he'll be our Santa for life.
Now, kids, I understand that because of this special event tonight, Santa Claus is here. Santa Claus is in the building, and I believe we're going to bring him out here. Just Matt Henderson went to get him. Matt Henderson is our late model car driver. That's his car right here. Matt went to get Santa Claus. And also with him is Boomer L. Olson, who drives the Legends car over here. And later on tonight, we'd love you to have an opportunity to take a look at those cars and maybe even sit in them, okay? Here comes Santa Claus now with Matt Henderson and Boomer Olson. Here they come.
Party! Huh? Merry Christmas, everyone! You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue.
Cross has spoken again and again and again. Hi, this is Jerry Beyer at Big Boar Barbecue. For 3 years in a row, La Crosse has voted Big Boar Barbecue as the best barbecue and the best caterer. If you haven't tried our delicious barbecued ribs, brisket, pulled pork, or smoked chicken, what are you waiting for? We even deliver right to your business. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem and 3rd Street downtown.
Whatever your perfect temperature, you'll enjoy consistent comfort with the heating and air conditioning systems homeowners rank #1. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists, providing Coulee Region families with perfect indoor weather all year long. Call for your free estimate today, 608-782-0977.
These two parents asked for nothing else, just some mattresses for their two children and some carpet. Apparently the carpet had to be torn out of a couple of the rooms of this home that they live in, and so I mean that's all the parents wanted was mattresses and carpet. So part of our team, which happens to be Steve and Carrie, they tore into that. They took it upon themselves to go around to mattress places, and we actually ended up with a company donating 2 mattresses which is just awesome. And then the same too, Steve and Carrie, started going around to a few carpet places, and Sealands Carpet in Coon Valley donated the carpet, and they said if we had a professional installer installing it, that they'd even throw in new pads for us too. So I've got 2 nephews that are going to install it free also. So so that family's wishes, which was mattresses and carpet, is going to come true for those people, and it's for their kids. It sounds like it's in their children's rooms that needs the carpet, and then of course the mattresses is for the children. So we got, once again, an amazing team, and I mean, I don't even ask them. They just see the needs, and they go. Actually, Carrie works with the school district, so she sees so much of this with some of these children and their needs, and so I mean, it touches her a ton just to be able to do this and help out these kids, because she sees a lot of needs with the children at schools.
A lot of people just donated money, and every year we get more people donating because they hear about what we're doing and they say, we want to be part of this. And so we open that up. I mean, whoever wants to do it, we have.
Of course, we want to keep this rolling as long as we can. So plans for next year are, I would just assume, no less than 6 families. We did 6 this year, and I think we could always do more, I think. So as it grows, and you know, it started off as 1, 5 years down the road, we're up to 6 families now, and I can't tell you how many kids and adults there are this year, but last year with 4 families, I believe there was well over 20 people that we went and had gifts for, and so that's a lot of people, you know, but I think we can always do more. You know, sky's the limit. We want to keep it rolling and growing as long as we possibly can. It means a lot to us and our family and our team, and it's pretty dang cool for us to see, you know, the kids, how excited they are, and it's a lot of work, and it's all worth it. Every ounce you put into it, you get it all back for sure, and we're just thankful for all the people that donate and help us out and keep this rolling, and we'll keep doing our best to keep making families happy every Christmas.
It just makes you feel good. And I know one of the gals last year that helped us at Pischke of La Crosse, she was just taking care of the cookies and the coffee, and she made the comment too. She told me, you know what, you have already made my Christmas this year. She said she came from a family where they had absolutely nothing, and she said to see what just happened here tonight was just truly giving, and a Christmas moment for her. So it, like I said, it's just total team effort. All the sponsors that show up and help us and give what they give is just it's just wonderful. So where it's gonna go from here, I don't know, but hopefully it keeps going, and hopefully we're making people's Christmases much more special than they anticipated, and there's so many people that need. So anybody that wants to go out and just do something for somebody, just help them out in any little way. It just it means a ton.
Yeah, it started out as just, you know, we just wanted to do something kind of special to try and help out the community. You know, we got a lot of supporters that help us every year to go out and have fun every Saturday night, and we're very, very thankful for that, and we just wanted to, you know, give back a little bit. So it started out with just our race team, you know, a couple guys, and you know, a couple $100, we went and bought a couple things and tried to surprise a family. And just as it grew, you know, more and more people wanted to get involved, and racing is, in my opinion, one big family. And the more and more people heard about it, the more and more they want to get involved, and it's turned into a tradition. Every year we, you know, after it's all said and done, we talk about it, and, well, do you think we should do it next year? And now it's, you know, let's start planning for next year, you know, because there's no doubt we're going to keep it going as long as we possibly can. It's pretty special, and it means a lot to everyone involved, just to see the kids' faces, and even the mom and dads, they get, you know, teary-eyed too, and you can tell they're very thankful as well. So it means a lot to us, and it makes our Christmas just to see the kids and the families smile and be happy, and that's what it's all about. Oh, hi, Chase. You gotta go out there, buddy. Daddy will be right there. Can you go wrap a present? Can you go wrap some presents? Yeah, go wrap some presents. Go help.
You've been watching the Big Boar Barbecue and KQEG presentation of the Seven Rivers Racing Christmas Special. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16 West Salem and on 3rd Street downtown La Crosse. And by Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from all of us at KQEG TV and Seven Rivers Racing.